And this is our destination for today. Well, good day everyone. We are in, what is this, Minneapolis? St. Paul? St. Paul. We are in St. Paul and we are at the Minnesota History Center, and I think we are gonna see some really amazing stuff. I took a little glimpse of some of the photos of things they have inside. They have stuff from Peanuts, they have prints, all kinds of stuff, the history of Minnesota. So we're gonna check it out today. Daze with Jordan the Lion, you all, and the beautiful Katie. It begins right now. I love the architecture of this place. So unfortunately we came on one of the days where the library is closed. It's open, looks like 2 or 3 days a week, but they have Prince's costume in there on display. And there's a little teaser of what we're gonna see on the 3rd floor. I can't wait, I love Peanuts. You walk in, there's some, I guess you would say life-size figures of all the characters. They would be life-size to what you would think they would be life-size to if they were real, I guess you would say. Says, dear friends, I have been fortunate enough to draw Charlie Brown and his friends for almost 50 years. It's been the fulfillment of my childhood ambition. Unfortunately, I'm no longer able to maintain the schedule demanded by a daily comic strip. Therefore, I am announcing my retirement. I have been grateful over the years for the loyalty of our editors and the wonderful support and love expressed to me by fans of the comic strip. Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Linus, Lucy, how can I ever forget them? Charles Schultz, January 3rd, 2000. You can see a bunch of the merchandise and it's all in yellow. There's a photo of Charles Schultz playing backyard hockey over here, and then he was even a fan as an adult. There he is, 1975. It says, these dishes contained hot dogs and chips served at the Warm Puppy Cafe in Redwood Empire Ice Arena, Santa Rosa, California. Hockey player since childhood, Charles Schultz designed the ice arena with his wife Joyce in 1969. Neat! They have all of their merchandise sorted by colors. So here's all the greens, we saw the yellows, and then they have cases for blue. I'm not sure why that's significant that it's in a different color, but that's how this display is done. I guess because the marketing and licensing and all that stuff was a big part of the revenue. Little Snoopy canteen. And then over here they have a little clubhouse with Snoopy. Here they have a little doghouse with Snoopy sleeping. And you can see Linus is on here. So that was because he taught art with a guy named Linus Maurer, and he memorialized him in the Peanuts. Here they have a little place where you can sketch or draw the figures from the comics. For the comic strip up here. And then along the walls all the way around they have different comic strips featuring each character. There's Charles Schultz with Charlie Brown. And that's Charles' friend Charlie Brown. Joined the teaching staff of the art school in 1947. So here they have a map of Minneapolis and St. Paul, and these are all different locations that are pinned on the map telling his historical places he lived, barbershop, high schools, things like that, golf course. All right, now we're heading into their continuous exhibit, which I was really excited. Look at this big canoe from the Native American history, and wow, that's representing the iron. What's this over here? We have a little beaver down here, and then showing a beaver hat. Since we're walking under the iron range, I think we should walk in and see what the exhibit's all about, right? It says step in and see what it's like. This is how they would put the mule down in the mine. See that? This is warning us not to fall down the mine chute. Somebody did. It says look for vertical stripes, and that's where you'll find the iron ore. And here they have a drilling machine. I see holes in here, so I'm wondering what's going on. Be a blaster, drop dynamite into all 6 holes and step back. Okay. There's one.
Wait, I shouldn't.
Yeah, that's what all those holes are for. So there's the dynamite down there.
Okay.
Blow us up, Katie. Wow. Over here, they have the rail cars. Oh wow, it says they averaged about $2 a day for a 10-hour work day. 1910. Oh, this is cool. This is a marker. It says here, 1,475 feet above the ocean, the mighty Mississippi begins to flow on its winding way 2,552 miles to the Gulf of Mexico. I think there's a road that people travel along the Mississippi, kind of exploring that. Look at this. St. Paul rail car, train car, Twin City lines. Put your money in here. That's cool, the old style. Whoa, look at this picture. Isn't that about maybe one of the most horrifying things you could ever imagine happening in your lifetime? Now, look at this bus. That school bus right there. See that door? There's that door. It says the scariest bus ride ever. One of the students, 10-year-old passenger, said, I heard a creaking noise and then we just started falling. August 1st, 2007, 52 kids and 9 adults from the Waite House neighborhood and center were in a bus coming from a field trip. Suddenly, the I-35 West Bridge they were on collapsed. Oh. And then if you walk through the shape of the state of Minnesota right here, it's an entryway into the Babe Blue Ox Pavilion, paying homage to Paul Bunyan and Babe, but also the Jolly Green Giant. That is a great statue of the Jolly Green Giant. Boy, does he look happy. And this map shows where you can travel around Minnesota and find all kinds of those oversized figures that we love. The muffler men, basically. There's Paul Bunyan and Babe. There's a Smokey the Bear. Rocky Taconite. You got big old giant freaking tree right in the middle of the room. Then mention of a little bit of baseball history. Charles Bender of the Philadelphia Athletics began to pitch professionally after playing baseball in Carlisle Indian School. Like many American Indian players, Bender was given the derogatory name Chief. He was the first American Indian and first Minnesotan to be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. And now we have a teepee, an oversized moccasin. It's a cradle board, it says. So you can put a baby in there. Huh. Let's go on in. Step inside Bobby Wilson's modern take on Dakota history.
Oh, Koda, welcome to my teepee. We Dakota people have a super sacred ceremonial way of dancing into the teepee. Some say that women could set up a teepee in under 20 minutes and take down an entire camp in just 5.
Let's see what the outside's decorated like. That actually gave me a really good idea. Got me thinking. Hey, how long would it take for you to set up my teepee?
How dare you?
This is talking about how the bad weather, the snowstorms could kill you if you didn't have proper place to be housed. It's an 1874 pioneer home. Now that we've looked around here, this is meant for 6 people. And that says, Mom, I have to go to the bathroom. Where's the bathroom? Answer, under the bed. That was pretty cool, actually. I enjoyed that. Here's a replica of a Jenny airplane. Barnstorming. Now we're gonna check out the Minnesota's Greatest Generation room. It's like a theater right there. Shows you different times in Minnesota life. So look at what it looks like when you go inside the theater. And look, they have a little place to extinguish your cigarettes. You come in and they immediately have seating, and then there's like a 3D theater.
It was just seeing something on the screen that took you away from your everyday life. Clark Gable, of course, was always a favorite. Gone with the Wind, of course, that was one of my special favorite movies.
Sir, you are no gentleman.
And you, miss, are no lady.
Some kids' toys from the 30s. Some jacks and dolls and marbles. Army men up there. Betty Boop! It's a Campfire Girls uniform here, and a Girl Scouts uniform next to that, and then a Boy Scout uniform. Here they have a little soda fountain in here, old-time soda fountain. And that takes you right into a tank because of the war. Here's people enlisting. And then women in the workplace for the war effort. There they're building weapons. This is fascinating. You can walk in and tour that. Looks like there's a movie of some sort in there. Yeah, it's a 7-minute movie. I just want to see what it looks like. Since one's already playing, we'll kind of get an idea.
Well, I remember looking out of the aircraft, there was a real bright light coming. Then the aircraft made an immediate 45 and started over the Normandy Peninsula. And then all hell broke loose.
When we were coming in and we started getting shot at, I heard pretty hard guys pray the Our Father. I imagine that was the first time they were praying in years. There's nothing else you could do but wait for the one to blow you out to sleep.
Chow stood by the door and then all at once the red light came on and stand up and look up.
One motor was on fire, and the guys in the plane were praying and dropping over dead. Our plane was going down, and there were bodies all over the floor. The three of us were closest to the door, got out, nobody else.
Smith got killed yesterday. I could picture his face and recall his voice. He was an actual person out of my life. Somewhere in the building, someone was playing a piano, and the sound of the piano is a part of the story as I remember it.
On a Friday night after work, I got a telegram that said he had been slightly wounded. And my thought was, oh good, now he'll be coming home. But just a few days later, my mother called. They had received another telegram that said he had been killed, that he had died. I cried and I cried. I could hear him talk. I told my mother, this can't be the good earth that I've always known. This must be hell.
So far, this might be my favorite one, my favorite exhibit here, because it's all about like kind of the early entertainment. If you notice over here on the TV, they have Vern from AWA Wrestling, because of how popular wrestling was, and they actually have the championship belt here on display. I hope that's Vern's. That would be really cool, because I've never really heard who has his. 1960s loan from the family of Vern Gagne. Wow. So basically a lot of the background story is that there was NWA and Vern was a good wrestler, but he realized he was never gonna, they were never gonna make him champion, so he started his own wrestling promotion. He made himself the champion, and from basically the 50s on, he ran that show, and he was always champion. He never really, if he lost the belt ever, it was to someone he could trust that he would get it back. I know he had lost it to his son-in-law, Larry Zbyszko. But wow, that is some serious Minnesota history. The AWA. Hulk Hogan was actually involved with the AWA right before he went to WWF. This is where Vince McMahon lured him away because Bunyan was wanting some of the t-shirt sales money that Hulk Hogan was making. But it says it was fun. I liked it, enjoyed it, but I can't say that I really miss it. I was doing everything at one time. Wrestling, promoting, and matchmaking and all that. The good guys were the heroes in our era, and the bad guys were not. Now what you've got are the bad guys are the heroes, has an effect on society, and I don't care what anybody says. So he's basically saying that he doesn't like what WWF did. Says he was born in 1926 in Corcoran, Minnesota. Grew up on a farm during the war. He enlisted the Marines and played the El Toro Flying Marines football squad. Became a professional wrestler in 1949 and became sports-defining personality during the old golden age of television in the 1950s. That is freaking awesome. Katie and I love wrestling. Actually, one of the last times that we were in Minnesota together, we went to Vern's grave. Did a vlog on Vern. That's crazy. I did not know this was here, so this is really cool. You can even see the AWA logo over here on the side plate. That is super cool. This is a very cool display. I'm so glad that we came here today.
Well, they might not be here. Arguing doesn't fill any grave.
James Arness, the star of Gunsmoke, was born in Minnesota. Over here, they've got babies being born. And then over here, check this out. Wow. The 50s, the fabulous 50s. This is really cool. Some of the famous department stores here, Dayton's. And then over here, an old kitchen. That is awesome. I love this place. They've done a great job on this museum. Now as we move along, St. Paul Tourist Cabins. All the kids liked it, it said. So that must have been the summer getaway for families. And then it's kind of crazy. Northwest Airlines. This is supposed to be like kind of an old airport lobby. Look at the old candy machine. And some of these are local candies. We've seen the salted nut roll in a lot of the local shops. Twin Bing. What is that? Twin Bing? Mm-hmm. Nut Goody. Those three are locals. Honoring Rose Totino, the local Italian restaurant here. Pizza Kitchen, Totino's Italian Kitchen. And tenor saxophonist Irv Williams. As we finish up here at the museum, there's a wall here all thanking members of Minnesota's Greatest Generation. So you have all kinds of people that mattered, made a mark here. And as we saw Vern's belt, there's Vern. So we just found this snowman that says weather permitting. So we're gonna go and check out the little weather section, because of course they have insane winters here. And I heard they have a tornado experience here of some sort. Winter clothing. Here they have a big replica of the Ice Palace. I just pushed the button, it lit it up. That is awesome. And there's the tornado experience I was mentioning. Whoa! It's a twister! That's pretty neat. Never seen anything like that in a museum. World's largest hailstone? Or is it a lie? Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed seeing this place. This was incredible. I really liked it. Unfortunately, we came on, one of those random days we didn't get to see the Prince costume, but other than that, we saw, some really amazing stuff, and I will take the fact that I got to see Vern Gagne's championship belt as a wonderful consolation to seeing Prince's costume. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great night, and goodbye.
Cause there's a place by me